Next up, we've got Will Weider. Will, are you around? Here he comes. While he's on the exodus to the front, Will is a healthcare executive for Ministry Healthcare and Affinity Health System. Those two organizations operate 15 hospitals and 400 physician practices across northern Wisconsin. Will has redefined corporate casual, and not in a good way. Maybe we'll see that. Will is an admitted media whore. Wow, this guy, careful. Just Google him and you'll find out. You can also check out his blog at candidcio.com. Let's give it up for Will.
Are you ready, kids? No, you're supposed to say, aye, aye, Captain. Okay. This is a story. It's not a happy story. It's a Greek tragedy, a modern Greek tragedy where somebody who had attained some success in their life has suffered an expensive and humiliating experience, and it's through their own personal flaws and a lot of misfortune, and perhaps some hubris as well. It starts with this little cottage that my wife and I bought in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. It was going to be our place to get away. I was going to put a hammock over here and just relax and enjoy myself. It's on Lake Nokomis. And my wife says to me, okay, go get the boat. And I'm like, huh? What the hell? What are you talking about? I just want to go here and relax. I've always said, I will never own a boat. And here's my strategy. The state of Wisconsin has more boat owners per capita than any other state. Who are my boat owners out there? Yeah, well, not so much in Milwaukee, but up in Tomahawk, it's rocking. And so my plan was just to use everybody else's boat, ride on their boat. So my wife is a very reasonable person, and I said, I'm going to explain to her the way CIOs do. I'm going to put together a pie chart and show her that this is not a good idea. So and plus, I was told no pie chart, so I just had to break the rules. So we got a boat. And it's not been too bad, you know, at least at first. A couple things I learned: Wisconsin people need lots of sunblock, and put a shirt on when my wife's standing on the dock with a camera, and get some exercise. But so the remainder of this presentation is really broken up into two pieces. One is humiliation, and then the other is financial ruin. We'll start with humiliation. This is my personal hell, the boat launch. Every dumb thing I've done, no, nearly every dumb thing I've done happens here. Now, it didn't start out that way. When I rolled up with the old Honda Odyssey with my brand new boat in the back, I was as proud as a peacock, and it was looking pretty exciting. Now, of course, launching this sucker, backing it up, took about 20 minutes, you know, but that's the way that goes. Really, the worst part was, this is not, you don't take a Honda Odyssey as a man to a boat launch in the North Woods. These are what you're supposed to be in, okay? Total emasculation. This guy is my nemesis. Every time I'm out on the boat launch, he's out there with his camouflage truck. Oh, so I got to throw in some education here. Trim. The trim is just a little switch on the boat that allows you to lift the propulsion unit up and put it down. Generally, you like to have it down when you're in the water because that's what makes the boat go. When you're out of the water and say on dry land with your trailer, you want to make sure that it's up. About 100 yards down the boat launch, the guy in the camouflage truck is just laughing and pointing at me, and I get out and take a look, and I realize that I forgot to pull the trim up, and I really did not get good mileage for that period of the trip. Now, trailering is a new thing for me, you know, and so it's generally a simple thing. The trailer has a little coupler, and the vehicle has a ball. You just put one on top of the other, and you're golden. They tell you to put these chains on as well. I think it's, you know, I mean, what can happen? It's got to be foolproof. I've never seen anybody need these chains. So, and the sad thing was, I did not even realize that the trailer had come off the ball. I mean, I was going along. My father-in-law told me, you know, don't worry about all the noises. You know, that's natural. It wasn't until the guy in the camouflage truck was like snorting whatever he's drinking that I realized something was wrong. I think everybody's done this one as well, backed over the tow rope and left the kids out in the middle of the lake someplace. You know, and because on Sunday there's no stores open in Tomahawk, that you're done tubing for the day, you've never really seen 11-year-olds give an adult the finger before. Another piece of education. In Wisconsin we have what's called flowages. I didn't know what a flowage is. I knew I bought a lake that was a flowage, but it looked like a normal lake. And actually what it is these are man-made lakes, and they're controlled by dams. And the paper company uses these things to keep water going into the river all year long. So the solution to pollution is dilution. And the problem is our lake level keeps going lower and lower, and eventually I find the sandbars, and I keep running the prop, but because it's stuck in the sand, the belt breaks. So the second time out on the boat, the belt broke. By the way, we're in financial ruin now. The humiliation part's over. The third time out in the lake, I found the rocks. So this is 2 different trips. Mind you, I've been in the lake 5 times, 2 different trips for boat repairs. You know, belt was a couple $100, the prop is about $150. And my wife accused me of doing these on purpose for this presentation. I want to teach you one more thing about boating. Skag. I love saying skag. I don't know why, but it sounds bad. But it's really this little metal piece on the bottom of the propulsion unit, and basically it's there to protect your propeller. So let's all say it together. Skag. See what I'm saying? Okay, so it wasn't actually until after I looked at this photo did I realize I had more than a broken pop. I had broken the skeg off the bottom. And so when I took this thing in, they realized that I had broken the prop shaft as well as about $1,500 worth of work. So it's really getting depressing now. And then this is the coup de grace, or the, I don't even know what coup de grace is, but this is the worst part of the whole thing. I love this convertible. This convertible defines me. But last week my wife said, you've got to get something where you can tow the boat, because you've got to take it in and out to get repaired every week, and we can't always have a minivan up there. So now that's gone. But all in all, maybe it's not a total tragedy. There's been some great times on the lake. Next year I'm going to be another year smarter. So thanks. Follow me on Twitter, CandidCIO. Bye.